Welcome to Liberate University. Liberate University is free educational content released for the benefit and enjoyment of all. Many thanks to our gracious family of world-class practitioners for sharing their work.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Liberate University. I want to talk a little bit about energetic space clearing and what is it? Why do people do it? And why is it important? Okay. So a lot of people, when they move into a new home or an apartment or space, they look and they say, I need to get it cleared or cleansed. And they come in here or to Liberate or to another metaphysical store and they're looking for sage or palo santo, sweetgrass, cedar, lavender, all of these different things. Okay. And they're using these as tools to clear the space and the energy. But what is it and why? And for those that aren't as knowing about or as sensitive to it, I want to take a step back and say, okay, well, what is going on and why would a room or a space or a home or a business need to be cleared in the first place, right? Because you might walk into it and you say, well, it looks clean, right? You know, and I'm not talking about cleansing or clearing as far as dusting or vacuuming. I'm talking about the energy, okay? So we're energy, the earth is energy, the vibrations of a room have energy, okay? And the best example to give you on this is, you know, you might have had an experience where you walk into a temple or a church or, you know, whatever, and you're walking into these spaces of worship. And you can literally feel that it's calm and it's peaceful and almost like this angelic presence, right? You know, a good example, especially going to like the older like churches or temples like in Europe or Asia or places like that, and you can just feel them, okay? And you might walk into a newer church or place and it just doesn't feel as strong of that energy of that calmness and presence, okay? So what is that, okay? Another example would be you can walk into a room and you might not have observed two people fighting, but you can just feel the tension in the room, okay? A lot of people feel that. Sometimes you walk into a space and it just gives you the heebie-jeebies and you're like, I don't know why, but I just feel like in this space and you want to run out of the room, okay? All of these things are indication that there's energy that is around, okay? So we carry this energetic field known as our aura, okay? And in that, we release energy, okay? We release different, whether that vibration is positive or negative, whether it is neutral, we have this ability to how we're feeling, what we're going through, what's the interactions of the room. This energy will actually get dislodged and be present within a space, okay? And that's why some places feel really good to people and some places feel really bad, and you might not even know it. You might not even be fully picking up on it, but you might just love a certain place and you're like, this just feels really good to me. And you might just not like to go to a certain place because it feels bad to you, or as I gave that example with the rooms, you can literally feel when somebody's had a good laughing time and joyous moment, or when they've had a fight or argument or discord. And so when we have this and this energy just shoots out into the space, it's kind of like this floating, when you see like air particles or like a little dust, and you can shine your light in different ways and you can almost see the little like fibers floating in the air. Well, you have this energies floating in the air, and we're constantly as people releasing our energy, our thoughts, our beliefs, our arguments, our whatever into spaces for the good and for the bad, okay? So when people say that they want to do a clearing, what they're really wanting to do is they want to break up that energy. They want to dissipate that. And so when you oftentimes, even if it's a good energy, right, you want to kind of like, if you're moving into a new place, you want to kind of clear that old vibration, the old imprint of what other people have done. in that space, that energy that they've dissipated there by being there, okay? And so one of the ways to do that is you can do that through doing a lot of sacred smoke rituals, okay? And I say sacred smoke because it's not limited to just sage. You can use sage, you can use yerba santa, you can use palo santo, you can use different forms of incense, especially frankincense. If, frankincense is a huge purifier of the space, and it's a purifier of if we get into also the other realms, okay, there can be, dislodged spirits, right? There can be other energies that are also going on. So I'm talking about the emotions and those things too, but if you also hold that belief system that there could be some spirits or some other things going on, that is a very powerful tool for that. And we go through each of these and how they work and stuff like that. But then there's also something called sweetgrass, and then there's cedar sage, there's lavender, you can make a mixture of water with essential oils like rose, and you can spray that, and that's a really good uplifter and purifier of a space. And salt water works in putting those in different areas of your home, okay? And these are all ways and tools of which you can start to take the energy that was currently in a space and say, you're going to clear it, you're going to neutralize it, so that you can now have this new ground, and you can even do something that you can uplift the energy vibration of the space by using some of these tools too. Okay, so now you know why it's important. We need to clear out some of the other people's energies, negative thought forms, feelings, and beliefs, that residual energy from arguments or discord, or maybe negative spirits, or that type of energy as well. Okay, so when you're doing a clearing and you're using one of these things of sacred smoke, you're literally going around the room and you're burning this incense or sacred smoke, and that has a certain energetic vibration, because everything on this planet has a vibration. And so using these tools, and these are native ritual tools from different cultures from all over the world, and that's why there's so many different varieties that are available to you now, because you can take from indigenous cultures from all over the place and those belief systems and use whatever tool works for you, whatever scent works for you, okay? Now, some of these have very specific properties. So sage is used for clearing. It's said that sage burns off a green prana, which is a purger, okay? So it dissipates. Also, the interesting thing about sage is it also has this ability that it's antifungal and antibacterial. So it actually is killing the mold spores and the bacteria that's in the air. It's pretty fascinating. It's almost like what manifests on the physical manifests on the energetic and the physical. So it's interesting that it's actually clearing the physical too of this bacteria or mold spores and things as well. So when you're burning sage, it clears and it neutralizes the space, okay? Now, I was talking a little bit about frankincense. Now, frankincense is used in Catholic churches and in funerals, okay? So the interesting thing, if you ever feel that you have any type of spirits, you want to use frankincense, because the reason why the priests use the frankincense around a casket is that if their soul is trapped in the body in any way, that it helps free that soul so it can dissipate, okay? So it's really good that if you're helping to get rid of some spirits, you want to use some frankincense, because that's going to help the soul leave, okay? So any souls that are still trapped, any souls that are not, brought fully to the light, this is going to help assist them in that. Okay, now Palo Santo is from South America. It's a holy wood, and that holy wood is burnt, and it has this ability to cleanse and purify like sage, but it also has this higher vibration. It uplifts the space a little. In Native American rituals like sweat lodges and stuff, they use sweetgrass, and that sweetgrass burns and it calls in the higher vibration. So sweetgrass is also really good to bring in that higher vibration, okay? And then, you can keep on going. You can use whatever it is works for you, but these are ways that through the burning, you can clear the space. Now you neutralize the energy, and now you can start to implant that energetic space with the vibrations that are good for you, okay? I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, please comment down. I can always follow up with other videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a part of this class. We hope to see you at the next one.